things that you guys learned from last season, during that 5-win finish?
We just gotta stay with each other, as a team. And like injuries hurt us, but like we just need to keep everything stay on top of each other basically, because it's part of the game of football, injuries, and just let's just stay on the guys that may be in the lower down moments in their career right now. Let's just help boost their confidence.
Also, man, love the shoes.
You.
You had a pretty big game when you guys played Alabama last year. You didn't get the final result you wanted, but it's kind of how much does that excite you for playing them this year at your place?
It's just it excites me. This is like any other game though. How I look at it, because it was going into the game. I look at every game like I'm gonna have a big game basically, and that game just ended up being one of my best. But I don't know what game will be the best or if it'll be a dumb again. But it's exciting just to have an opportunity just to play football again against a good opponent.
Aside from the 12th man, what's the toughest environment to play in SEC?
I would say South Carolina.
Why? Any reason?
It just get loud there and rowdy. They have all the noises playing, and they added the lights now. It's a tough place to play in my opinion.
Kind of building on that, you have a trip to Tennessee and Neyland Stadium this year. Have you heard anything about Neyland playing there, or what are you looking forward to with that trip?
I went there as a freshman. We played them, but I'm looking forward to it. When we went, it was COVID, so I don't know what the fan base is like, but I know it's going to be they're a good team. We respect how they play, so it's going to be a tough opponent, and we're just looking forward to taking advantage of the opportunity.
There's been a lot of talk today about NIL stuff. Do you guys feel like it should all be regulated and the same as everybody, or are you guys fine with it being the Wild West and everybody get what they can get?
NIL is NIL. It's just I can't change that. But when I think about it, I think it's just players just getting what they get, they deserve, and it's just how you take advantage of it and how you treat it.
For new players coming in, either freshmen or through the transfer portal, what do you tell them about what it takes to play in this conference and some of the challenges?
Oh yeah, so I let them know off the real it's not going to be easy, because it's the best conference in college football, but it's football. You just put the work in every day. You stay in your playbook, you watch film, and we just all come back to number 2, everybody's big and strong. It's about the inches, just taking advantage of every inch you get. So basically just get ready to play some tough football, and you'll basically adjust to it.
Is there a moment you learned kind of what makes the SEC a little bit different, or is there you see the other guys kind of learn it throughout the season?
Things I learned that like I said, everybody is big and strong and fast. You just gotta you may get just a little opportunity. You just gotta take advantage of it. You might have an edge on the person. Just use that to your best ability possible, basically.
You're one of the upperclassmen on a still young defensive line, but there's a lot of hype around this line. Tell me a little bit about what you've seen from some of the guys that you're lining up with.
I just see, like you said, the depth. I see a lot of the young guys getting experience from last year. So just going into workouts, I see the confidence they have now, just using different pass rush moves, different things, and knowing knowing a lot more about the game, playing now. So, that's an advantage for us.
Anybody that stood out when you kind of watch them and go, I didn't see that last year?
Yeah. Basically all the guys that play, Shamar Stewart, LT, even Gabriel Dindy on the inside. A lot of those guys is flashing the things they learned from playing last year and using it here.
How do you guys feel about getting a non-conference game in the Dome?
It would be good. It's gonna be great. It's another game, honestly.
Are the St. Louis guys more pumped about it than
you
guys are?
A couple of the guys, just being able to play there, but we all just look at it as another game, honestly.
I think Jimbo Fisher described, he said y'all have a chip on your shoulder. How coming off the 5-7 season, would you say that's accurate, and how so?
Yes, I would, because of course, nobody loves losing. Going 5-7, that was hard, but we would have a chip on our shoulder because that's something we don't want to do. Even I don't pay attention to it, but people saying they're underlooking us, but that's what we want. Just to if nobody pays that much attention to it, let's just take advantage of it and just sneak up on them and just play football like we do.
You get to go against that offensive line every day. that they took a lot of knocks last year too. What you seen some things out of them in the spring that kind of make you feel like, you know, it's been a lot of improvement?
Yeah, I see. Honestly, they playing better together. You know, like the chemistry is there. It shows like a lot of stuff they took last season with injuries and things like that. A lot of guys like it's just like the defensive line. Guys that wasn't getting snaps before basically was getting snaps, and it shows during the spring that going into practice, those guys was playing better as a team, and the chemistry was there.
You got one of those other Jersey guys up there in Basantis. What is he showing you?
And I work out with Basantis every day. You know, just Basantis just shows like he's a young guy, but he's willing to lead. You know, and he's willing to compete with anybody. You know, he just like he's a Jersey guy, so I would say he have dog in him. You know.
You got him, you got Isaiah, you got some other guys from Philly. You guys kind of got like your little, Philly Jersey clique there.
Yeah, we like we so close together. Especially me, I'm 5 minutes from Philadelphia, so those guys, yeah. So I spent time with those guys outside of like even before I got here, so I knew who they was. So yeah, we know each other a little bit more. So that's what I'm saying.
What have you learned about the Texas versus Texas A&M rivalry?
Just like from being out of state, like I understand it's a big deal, you know. But how I look at it, it's another game, man, you know. But it's a game we looking for to win, you know. But it's a big deal for a lot of people.
What do the Texas players have to learn about the SEC?
Hey, man, it's football, you know. Like it's the best conference, you know. You just gotta come in here and compete, you know. It's a tough conference.
Elijah Robinson, I know, promoted as associate head coach, and coach let him kind of speak at some things for him. What is it about him that coach would give him kind of some of these spots of leadership that you've gleaned from him?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Coach Fisher's given Elijah Robinson some spots of leadership,
yes,
associate head coach. What is it about him, in your experience, that has merited those kind of opportunities?
Coach Elijah, Coach Robinson, like that's one of my guys that like basically like mentor to me. So he's just the same person he is every day. Like he don't change. Like he come ready to work. He's willing to teach you, like not yell at you, different things. Like Coach E is just a great leader just for the team, period. And everybody would say the same thing, I'm sure.
I know you're on the other side of the field, but with the new offensive coordinator in, what have you kind of seen? What's kind of the vibe around the offense right now and during spring practice with a fresh look?
Yeah, those guys, the offense, they walking around with swagger and different things. Like, they just getting used to that offense, and it shows, like, going in spring ball, those guys was getting pretty acclimated to it and everything, like, they just taking advantage of it and getting to know Coach Petrino more and the things he do.
And what did Coach Price mean to you, and how much is this season kind of for him with you guys?
Coach Price mean basically everything to me. He was more than a coach. He was a great mentor. Coach Price just did everything with energy, and he brought the same energy every day to the field. Like, he was never a different person. He always was going to come and willing to teach you, no matter what it takes. And of course, like, I'm gonna miss Coach Price cooking. The barbecues, the D-line cookouts. That's something I will always miss.
There's a few bills that might introduce revenue sharing. What's your perspective on that? If in a few years players might get paid directly by a school or by a conference?
Repeat that one more time, please.
There's a few bills that might introduce revenue sharing for football players or athletes. What's your perspective on that? If that happens in a few years and players get paid directly by the school or by a conference?
Honestly, I think that would be cool. Just people just getting paid for what they deserve. We go through a lot as college football players. And if they do decide to do that or do not decide to do it, it's fine either way.
We've seen A&M get so much talent, and of course we see your stadium and your facilities, and it hasn't added up to the kind of success a lot of people expect maybe. What do you think's gone wrong, and what will need to happen this year for it to be different?
I want to say everything's going wrong. I mean, a big thing for us, it been injuries or just younger guys getting thrown in there early. I look at it as a positive going into this year. Those young guys are getting more reps. Those guys that was injured gets to work on more things that they feel like they didn't have last season, like myself. Just working on me being injured, I got a chance to work on leadership, just leading the group, the pack, just leading them forward. And I look at it as a positive, honestly, because I see us going up.
I see you guys are wearing the sunglasses today. Who came up with that, and what is that supposed to represent?
You know, just a little swag, man. I wouldn't say nobody came up with it. It's just, you know, we just want to look good, you know, while we speaking.
Yeah, what was the thought behind the whole outfit? And do you have a favorite piece you wore?
Man, I just like the color, honestly. It was a great color. You know, me and the Knights basically got the same thing on. Mine's a little lighter, but it shows that we got the same swag there. You know, we just look at it.
If
Texas
when you
is-
got hurt last year, the pass rush, there wasn't much pass rush after you got hurt. You going to get any help this year, and why would it be any different?
I mean, I would say I'm always gonna get help because I'm not the only guy on the defensive line. You know, we got guys like Shamar Turner, Stewart. Like I said, those guys was young, so they knew they didn't have a mind, like they didn't have an understanding of what pass rush moves, the work, or different things. But now they understand like the down the distance, what they need to work at the moment. So I feel like our pass rush is gonna be a lot much better because that's something we work.
Did they only have like a bull rush or something like that? Did you have to, you know, what do they have to do to be better at, to be more productive, like you were?
You know, I mean, I say we all had the mindset of the bull rush. You know, that's all we had the mindset of doing. But we honestly, we just gonna get better at pass rushing, like games and different things. You know, those guys are working on their moves. They had everything in their arsenal, but they just had to get better at it. Like myself too, also.
Did you guys talk about the return of the EA Sports video game at all, and just what that means to have like that game back and players in it?
Yeah, we always talk about it. We actually talked about it the other day. It should be fun. We get to play with ourselves, you know. A lot of guys talking about overalls, but hey, it don't matter because I'm going to boost mine up anyway to 99, honestly. So,
Who was your team growing up?
Growing up, I mean, I didn't really watch college football like that growing up, but I would say basically I was a big Johnny Manziel fan and a Mike Evans fan growing up, so I would say Texas.
Would you consider the GOAT of college football?
What, like back then?
Yeah, the best college football player
that I seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Johnny Manziel. He just did a lot of great things. I'm more Tim Tebow. Yeah.
Did you play with T-Dot?
T-Dot?
Tyrell Dawson?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm young.
Appreciate you, guys.
No problem. Thank you.
You guys have been pretty stout in the middle, the defensive line. The rush, though, getting to the quarterback but just not being able to bring him down. What kind of held you back from being kind of an elite pass rush team last year?
You know, just the little things, angles, hand placement, eyes, just rushing too far outfield. You know, that's the things we had to get down, and that's something we're working on. Like taking the right angles to the quarterback, make sure you wrap before you just try to run through to get the big hit, get the quarterback on the ground, you know, and things like that. You know, it's the little things, honestly, because we can get there, but it's about how you finish. That's what we need to focus on. That's what we're doing.
I mean, as you know, that defensive line class in 2022, I mean, amazing, been hyped up. Now everybody's like, they're going to live up to expectations. Is that in the back of your head? Do you hear that a lot?
Nah, I don't really hear it, but I see those guys every day. I still like people saying they don't live up to the expectation, but those guys are working, and that's what I give them credit for. They working to get better, and it's going to show. It's going to show, and you know they was young. They was freshmen coming in, so them getting this experience now is going to show a lot more going into next season.
You guys all got sunglasses on today. Who made that decision?
I would say we all made a decision. I just put mine on. I seen McKinley had them on, so I was honestly in the Nias, so I was like, I might as well just join the pack.
So you were the last one then?
Yeah, I was the last one in here.
Did you have to get like a last minute pick of sunglasses while you were here or something, or did you just have that ready to go?
Yeah, I just had them ready to go. I always have them ready.
Is there a different feeling when you look at the offense, when you see the other side of the ball, and you're understanding that you guys are going through a bit of a transformation? Do you guys see that on a daily basis, or does it feel like what it has typically felt like throughout the last few years?
My bad. Can you repeat that one?
When you look at the offense and you're looking on the other side of the ball, do you guys see a difference in what you guys are trying to execute?
Just going against the offense every day. You know, because last year I would say that was a young, like, offensive line. A lot of guys was getting used to playing a full season, and you know, just playing against them in the spring. it showed the chemistry that they got better working with each other, understanding what gaps they need to defend, and just working with each other, knowing where their partners are going to be. And it shows. I feel like the offense overall this spring did better of getting better.
Jimbo Fisher pointed to leadership and player leadership as things that are reasons that he feels more confident this year. What are things that you and other guys that have been around on the team have done differently over, say, a year ago?
For me, I would say I've seen the leadership get better because just off me getting injured, that's something I wanted to work on, leadership, and I got a chance to do that with going on the sideline, watching my guys play, just leading them the right direction, and also having guys before me taking little things before them like Michael Clemens, DeMar Leo, and just taking little things, seeing how they led, and just using it to my advantage and helping my other teammates get better at it also.
What's Oklahoma going to get a guy like Blake Smith? I know you guys came in the same recruiting class together.
Blake Smith, that's my guy. He cool. Blake, he's smooth, big body. He's also a competitor, so that's a plus. Blake Smith I feel like he's going to do great at Oklahoma.
I know he's more of a blocking tight end.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever go head-to-head in drills and practice?
Oh, a lot. Yeah. We came in together, so yeah, we went against each other almost every day. I mean, he was a competitor, and I'm a competitor, so we had each other days by days. I wouldn't say.
So who do you think, who's going to be getting after the quarterback this year? Who's some names? Who's been looking good in spring? And who do you think is going to be getting after him this year, besides yourself?
All the guys like Stewart, Turner, LT, the inside guys, everybody everybody that's playing in the rotation, everybody's going to get a chance. We got the quarterback game. What we've been working on, it's like everybody, and we're going to do a very good job.
What kind of players George getting in Smoke Bowie?
Smoke Wood, he's a young guy, so he's also a guy that like to compete, and his competitive edge is crazy, I would say, because he don't like losing. It's something just like.
Did you get crazy? I mean, you got a good story, or was there a moment you can remember?
So I'm a guy that think I'm faster than some of the DBs, so I would race him a lot, and I was just race 10 yards, and if I win. Now he'll go longer, and he won't leave until he wins, basically. He's a competitor. Smoke's a good guy.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem.